Hi there. Welcome back to Self-Love Synergy. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you are returning, I want to say congratulations. You are one intelligent person to be hanging with me and be able to connect with the conversations that I be having. So yeah, congratulations. Very, very intelligent. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. Intelligence. I saw a video earlier of a gentleman who was talking about AI. And the man, he looked good and he looked intelligent and he looked like a divine masculine. However, he was delivering that message through fear. Yeah, he was saying that AI is trying to hack into our minds and trying to put thoughts into our heads and make us think that we're coming up with those thoughts. And we're creating identities through AI, and we're having virtual realities through AI. And the world, how can we communicate with people? How can we get through to them if everyone is in AI world? And anyway, how he said it was a whole lot more scarier. Now, I think that the divine feminine is very much needed on this planet, because we can retranslate those messages of fear into messages of understanding and love. Because sometimes if you were to think about it, I often think that maybe us human beings, could be a form of AI, only natural intelligence, so NI. And we're wireless, being solar powered by the sun. And we think thoughts, and we think that we're thinking them. However, it was told to us in the Bible that God is all-knowing. That means there is no thought that a human can think of that God didn't already think it. God has thought all the thoughts of our past, has all the thoughts of our future, and has all the thoughts of our present day. So, yeah, we think that we're thinking our own thoughts, but we're not. We're pretty intelligent people. We really are, considering the fact that we don't know exactly what we are. We think we know who we are because we give ourselves labels, However, labels, titles, personal identification. Remember in another video I said that was the ego? Yeah, so we got to be careful with that. And it also changes, so it's like, I was once labeled a baby, and so were you. We were labeled toddlers and adolescents and teenagers. But we're not that anymore. Now I am a mature woman, a divine feminine, to be exact. So the who constantly changes. It's the what that remains the same. And you may be asking, well, what are we? We're living one vibrational energy, baby. I keep saying that. We are love. We are love. We are living one vibrational energy. And God is love. Living one vibrational energy, and is the living one vibrational energy that everyone is living within. I know, it sounds kind of strange. But it's like, how could we all be living in love? And how can we all be love? Well, that's just how we were created. That's what everything is made of. That's what makes everything work. That's what life's all about. Life is love. Everything within it is love. But we have to become aware of it. We can never be out of love. We can be out of alignment of love, of the living one vibrational energy for all. We could definitely be out of alignment with that, because we are doing what this gentleman in that video had said that AI was doing to us. We created our own personal identity through our birth certificates. We think that we are separate from this living one vibrational energy, and so we live separate from it within our own world, within our own virtual reality, natural reality. Okay, yeah. And some people can live in it for a while and, accumulate some things or whatever, but they will one day, if they don't get in alignment with living one vibrational energy with all, and they just stay in living one vibrational energy with themselves. And most likely, if someone can't really live one vibrational energy within their own self unless they are connected to the living one vibrational energy of all, because your mind and your heart just aren't going to match up. They match up to truth. They don't match up to a virtual reality or a belief. So yeah, you're going to have a problem with that. But at any rate, when you are in alignment with the living one the living one vibrational energy of all, then you are within radiant love, radiant energy. And when you are within radiant love and radiant energy, then you are guaranteed a life of abundance, well-being, and prosperity. However, if you're out of alignment and by yourself, like I was saying before, at one point, the living one vibrational energy of all is going to, because you become so detached from it, because it's always here, you will start to feel alone, depressed, sad, a victim, heartbroken. You won't be able to get along with people. You don't want to understand why people don't get along with you. It's all because you're living one vibrational energy in reverse. Now, what does that mean? Well, when you're living it within the divine, within the all, then it powers you up. It energizes you. It allows you to be live. When they go Facebook Live or YouTube Live, and you can see them animated in real time. Yeah. That's what living one vibrational energy with the all is all about, isn't it? Yes, it is. You're never alone. Look at this plant. Oh, she's so pretty. I had to come back. I was here earlier and made a video, but I said the wrong words, and I was like, oh, dang. And then I had to walk all the way back here. But I'm so glad I did. Yeah, you can talk to plants like they're animals, like they're your little babies, little children, and they'll talk back to you. Yes, they will. So you're never alone. Oh my goodness, I feel so good. I feel like a little, I feel so good. Anyway, yeah. So when you're live now, if you're not powered on or tuned in to the living one vibrational energy of all, well, you're live in reverse. Now, what is live in reverse? It's not dead. It's evil. The word live, L-I-V-E. Switch that around. It is E-V-I-L. That's right. You're evil. And that means not like, and I'm not saying like demonic and everything like that. I just mean that you're not powered up. You're not living live. You're living in the reverse. You ain't dead, because you are alive. You are still living in your own natural reality that you created for yourself, separate from God and separate from everyone else. So you are still alive, but you're evil. I'm sorry for saying it that way. I was evil all of my life, according to that. According to the religion and religious folks, they're calling me evil because I'm not going to church. No. I wasn't evil because of that. I'm not that kind of evil. I'm talking about what I just said. Not being turned on and living life live. So, what are we going to do? How are we going to do this? Well, sorry, I'm just waiting for the sirens to go by. If they will go by, my goodness. Where are they going? Oh, they're coming from down there. They're coming up. Uh-oh, here they go. They're about to go by. I thought that was a big-ass fire truck, but it was just a little car. Didn't even look like an ambulance. Just had some sirens. Anyway, so, yeah, how do we do this? Well, You have to drop your judgment. And you have to evolve that ego. You have to understand that you are not only a who, you're a what. You're a living one vibrational energy with all. That means you cannot judge things good and bad. Believe it or not, you can only judge alignment or unaligned. That which is aligned is good within divine, living one vibrational energy or divine love, and that which is unaligned is evil. And we have to help. We can't judge those who are living evil. We've got to help them align so that they could become love again. You know? It can happen. It can happen. Do you ever see that movie, I, Robot? You know, at the end, when they disconnected from that great big, powerful mind, consciousness, artificial intelligence, and those robots disconnected from that way of thinking, all of a sudden, they all became good. Yeah, I think that could happen for human beings. Once we understand that we're plugged into something else that is not living one vibrational energy for all, with all. And we got to unplug from that and plug into, the real power source so that our true natures can come out. Because we were told we were made in the image of God, but yet we were told as soon as we came out the womb, we're sinners. How's that work? That works because as soon as we came out the womb, all the adults in our life detached us from the power source of God, where we can continue to reflect the image of God that we were made in. Love, living one vibrational energy with all. I'm telling you, makes sense. I know, but for some people with beliefs, you're probably like, I don't understand, but it's not in the Bible. It's not, nobody told me that. What are you talking about? Did you just make it up? Yeah, I kind of did. But like I said, I can't take any thoughts other than from the divine. So yeah, I got it from a divine understanding of things. But I know I'm not wrong. However, if you want to believe that I'm not wrong, that's okay. That's okay. One day when you're feeling alone and you're depressed and you're lonely and you have a plant over there by you, and you say hello to that plant, you start speaking to that plant, and that plant starts to bloom and just grow and come alive and help you to come alive. You might say, well, maybe that girl was talking about something. Maybe she was saying something. Maybe you might remember what I'm saying. Because that's all I'm saying is live in one vibrational energy with all. Meaning, drop the judgments. Drop the judgments of yourself. Any negative, evil judgments of yourself. The only thing that's evil is unalignment. Okay? And you can correct that. So don't even worry about that. You know what I mean? But the old evil. See, that's the thing. Everybody says that we're in end times, And that's good. Because that means the old way of thinking is going away. The old way of thinking where you live in fear, and a new way of thinking where you walk in love, you live in love. The old way of thinking where you think you're separate from God. The new way of thinking is you're made of the same stuff as God. The what you are is God. The Old Testament, the New Testament, the Old Covenant, the New Covenant. There's a living covenant. There's a living testament. There's a living testimony. And it's you. It's me and you. We are a living testament of the Holy Bible. Our life is the testimony. And the covenant is God is love. God loves us. God loves all. God is unconditional love. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about unconditional love when I say live in one vibrational energy with all. This live in one vibrational energy with just your little group of friends? No, that ain't it. It has to extend to all. Actually, that was kind of the new covenant. Didn't it extend from just being the Israelites to being the Israelites and the Gentile being all? So Jesus Christ did come with this message. And, well, not, but I'm sure He was talking about all. He wasn't talking about a religion. And when he was saying believers, it was because you had to believe at that time that he was speaking the truth. Because they didn't understand energy. They had no knowledge of energy. We have knowledge of energy. So you don't have to believe me. You just have to resonate with what I'm saying. Like in ancient times, they didn't teach you through your brain. Well, they taught you through your heart more so than anything. You know, you had to feel the words coming out of their mouth. You had to match them up with life experience so that you can get a knowing of it. You know, you don't just listen and believe something. You got to feel it. That's true divine intelligence. And that's what I want you to do for me. I want you to feel what I'm saying. I don't want you to believe it. You can go to the preacher man and believe him. When you're sitting with the divine feminine, you got to feel her. Anyway, yeah. Look, it's almost 20 minutes long. So, oh no, it's 16 minutes long. Well, it's good enough. You know, don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to make sure that I was able to tell you that. Okay? So, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? But in the meantime, you have a great afternoon and a great day. And guess what? If you have a great afternoon and a great day, I'm gonna have one too.